What if, just what if, there was a way for Todd and Kandi to come away from this divorce with even more money than ever before? And what if, just what if, it was a scheme that Todd set up all along to get to the bag? We're going to talk about that and more right here in the suite. So like this video and subscribe to my channel as my intro plays, and I'll be right back in about 50 seconds. The beginning of times, beauty salons and barbershops have had a special place in the hearts of the industry professionals and the patrons alike. We can all remember trips to the shop, special moments made, conversations had, and lessons learned. From politics to pop culture, the latest gossip, love and relationships, and social movements. It's all talked about. Lifelong friendships are created, networks are built, ideas are shared, and politicians are made or broken. Our power is great. Our reach is wide. This is the place where we all shine, from the beginning to the end of times. Let's keep the conversation alive. Join me in my suite from your suite, and let's talk about the tea. All right, y'all. We're going to get into it. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the suite. My name is Tanya, and I'm your host. And here in the suite, we have all the tea. So today, we're going to talk about a hypothetical situation because your girl's brain has been working overtime. You understand me? Overtime. So I think that I have come up with a way that Todd had to adjust. I'm not even gonna edit that out. But I had to come up with a way. I think I have a way that Todd and Kandi could actually win in this situation. Okay? What if I told you that Todd and Kandi could both walk away richer than ever before, even if the prenup is thrown out? That would be crazy, right? Even if the prenup is thrown out, that would be amazing. So it would be the biggest chess move in Housewives history. So let's get into it. Let's get into why. Let's get into this financial what-if scenario inspired by the swirling prenup saga of Kandi and Todd. And also it could be inspired by their own movie, The Past. Have y'all seen that? Go check that out. If they can think like that, if they can think like The Past, then this hypothetical becomes more and more realistic. I'm telling y'all, okay? So, in this hypothetical storyline, and that's all it is, a hypothetical storyline, okay? Because my mind got to wondering, because again, this is a chess game. This is not checkers. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so what if, okay, so in this hypothetical storyline, we have, and this is just the hypothetical. I want to say that again. Read the banner at the bottom. All commentary is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. This is just a hypothetical, but I'm telling you guys, if y'all know Kandi, y'all might want to get Kandi to watch this video because this would be the ultimate checkmate. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Okay. So this is just the facts. Okay. We have a prenup that was signed just hours before the wedding. We have no attorney present for Todd when the prenup was signed. We have Kandi's lawyer saying it looks like duress, saying it could look like duress. We have the cameras rolling, catching all of it. The Bravo cameras. We have cameras. Kandi's own team had their cameras. And we have Todd's attorney telling him that he doesn't think that he should sign the prenup, and letting Kandi's attorney know that he didn't have time to advise his client. Those are all things that set up a perfect opportunity for this prenup saga, okay? And for in real life, these things really did happen, at least according to the cameras. But this is crazy because it becomes it becomes a part of an even bigger plan. If that prenup gets overthrown, you guys, if that prenup gets overthrown and Todd ends up with access to Kandi's money and Todd gets paid, then what happens? Todd would have access to millions. If that prenup gets overthrown and Todd has access to even the community property, the money that Kandi made during the course of the relationship, then this whole scenario is a legal disaster. This is the story. It becomes the first step in an even bigger plan. The disaster of the prenup is just the first step in the even bigger plan. Okay? Because when a prenup is mishandled this poorly, a judge could easily throw it out. A judge could easily toss it out. And when that happens, Todd gets paid. Todd gets paid big time. Todd gets access to all of Kandi's money that they made during the marriage, y'all. That's her Broadway shows. That's her singing, probably even her singing with the new Escape. Her brand deal with Bravo for the television shows with Escape, all the spinoff shows. He's going to get equal or equitable distribution to all of that. So Todd ends up cashing out. Okay. So stay with me here. This is where it can change. In this scenario, Todd walks away with a portion of all Kandi's assets, a portion of all the marital assets, a portion of all the marital businesses, the business profits, lifestyle compensation, retirement contributions, all kind of stuff, and possibly even spousal support payments. Okay, we're talking about millions. He could see millions and millions of dollars of Kandi's $30 million estate, and this is what she's trying to avoid. And this is where you guys need to go ahead and get Kandi on the line if y'all know if y'all know Kandi. I know a lot of y'all in ATL are probably following this story. If she was my girl, I would let her know this. This is the ultimate checkmate. This is the ultimate checkmate. And if it happens, y'all remember, y'all heard it here first, okay? The hairdresser, Tanya from Sweet Tea, told y'all about this, okay? And everybody's going to be like, when this happens, if this happens and Todd gets half of Kandi's money, people are already going hard for Kandi. Kandi is Atlanta's sweetheart. Kandi is one of Bravo's sweethearts. Kandi is a Real Housewife sweetheart. Kandi is all of our homegirl. And for me, I grew up watching Kandi. I grew up watching Kandi perform with Escape. We're probably around the same age. She might be, actually, I think she's a little bit older than me, but I grew up to her music, and I've seen her throughout the years transform, and I know that she has worked very hard. I remember seeing Kandi at a Bronner Brothers hair show years ago at a booth, at an upscale magazine booth. This was when Escape was not touring. This had to be in probably 1998, okay? So they weren't touring at the time, but Kandi was there just smiling, just as big, like she always does, and just as humble, signing autographs and signing magazines. And she was happy to be there. At least she looked like she was, But that was kind of right when Escape was kind of breaking up. So she was still doing whatever she had to do to keep money in her pocket. So he's not going to get part of that stuff because that was premarital assets. But the marital assets, he could very well get part of, and it could be millions. And everybody's going to be like, oh, poor Kandi. But I'm telling y'all, hold on. Because this is not the end of the story. It does not have to be the end of the story. We have Kandi, in this hypothetical situation, Kandi could easily file suit against her attorney. Okay? And if Kandi takes action, which I know she will, there's no way that Kandi's going to spend thousands of dollars or however much she paid to have her assets protected, only to have them not protected, only to have what could potentially be attorney malpractice come into play and make her prenup invalidated. So there's no way that Kandi's gonna take that laying down. Y'all already know Kandi is not gonna do that, and Mama Joyce ain't gonna let her. If there's a way around this, she's gonna take it. And if she paid the money to be protected and it didn't happen, then she may have a potential lawsuit for malpractice. And you guys, I also, let me show y'all this too, because I want y'all to go and look at this video where I explain. I have this video on my page, on my YouTube page. This changes everything for Kandi, where I explain the actual malpractice or the potential malpractice from the attorney. And if this is the case, and if that prenup is overturned for those reasons, Kandi could absolutely file suit against her attorney. Okay, so this is where the plot twist. Kandi takes action because the same attorney who warned her that the prenup could be seen as duress, or that signing the prenup at that point during the process could be seen as duress, and I go over that in that last video I was telling y'all about, baby. All the receipts are right here. All the receipts are right here in this video, what I'm telling y'all, okay? Her attorney warned her that the prenup could be seen as signed in duress because of the timeline, okay? She is the one who let Todd sign without his attorney being present and presented the prenup to him without his attorney being present. She ignored the email from Todd's attorney. All of that is in this video, you guys. It's all right there in that video on my YouTube page. Y'all go check that video out. This changes everything for Kandi. The receipts are right there. I'm telling you guys, if y'all just follow my videos and put these pieces together, Kandi could really come out on top. So let your girl know, okay? So she ignored the email from Kandi's attorney. Again, there's receipts of that. She spoke directly to a represented party. She spoke directly to Todd, and that's on camera, and she's not supposed to do that. She filmed the signing, which could also add to his claims of duress. Okay, on top of the television cameras filming it, that could also add to his claims of signing under duress. The process was rushed, and his attorney let her know that the process was rushed and that he didn't have time to properly represent his client. That's a big deal, okay? She told Kandi to not get married, or that she advised her to not get married, or to call the wedding off, or to postpone the wedding. And Kandi says that in the special on Bravo, Kandi's Wedding. She says that in there on that film or on that show. I believe it was episode 4, which was, or maybe episode 4, the second to last episode, where it was very, very, very prenup heavy. If y'all don't want to watch the whole series, at least watch episode 3 and 4. So she advised Kandi to postpone the wedding, yet they still went through with it anyways, and she saw to it that the prenup was executed, okay? In a malpractice suit, that's gold. These are gold. This is gold evidence for a malpractice suit. So Kandi sues her attorney for professional negligence, breach of duty, and she gets rewarded damages equal to what she lost. And in this financial world, Kandi wins. In this fictional world, in this fictional scenario, Kandi wins. Kandi wins. Drop the mic. Drop the mic. Okay? Kandi wins. Because if this went down like this in our fictional universe, that, you know, the way my mind works is, again, in this chess game of this prenup, in the chess game prenup, we're gonna call it that. In the chess game, no, in the prenup chess game. The prenup chess game. In the prenup chess game, if this works, Todd walks away with millions, Kandi sues her attorney and gets reimbursed for every dollar she paid Todd. Both walk away with money. Both end up richer than before. The marriage ends, but the bag doesn't. Do you understand? Do you understand the strategy? Do y'all get it? It's like, it would be like them flipping the law world in the law. It'd be like them flipping divorce law upside down, okay? And who else But the queen of chess herself, Miss Kandi Burris, could do that. Who else could do that? Who else could be that slick? Okay? Who else could be that slick but Kandi Burris? Who else could turn her divorce into a major storyline and a major payday for both her divorced husband and herself? And all the evidence is filmed on Bravo cameras. Okay, she get her own spinoff. She's gonna do a movie about it. They're gonna write a book, and her and Todd probably gonna end up back together once he got his own money and she got hers, because I think they really do like each other. I just don't think that, and love each other. I just don't think that the finances worked out in their favor at all. If Todd's not too bitter to get back with her. Okay, so again, this is a legal fantasy land. Okay, this is the game of prenup chess. Okay, but let me be very clear, this is a hypothetical, fictional commentary. Okay, and for entertainment only. But if you line up the dots, if you watch all 3 of my videos on this, and even this video itself, the storyline plays out. It's given the same energy as their movie, The Past. And if they wrote that, they could definitely do this, right? We got hidden agreements. We got strategic decisions. We have private arrangements that the public never sees or knows about. We have a couple who enjoys chess, who plays chess with everyone else, and everyone else is playing checkers. They always thinking ahead. Kandi is always thinking ahead about her next move, always, right? So we know she plays chess, okay? And in the past, they show a marriage. They show a marriage where rules were not what they seemed. They show a marriage where there was threesomes and infidelities and prenups and deception and sabotage and heartbreak and all those things, okay? So is that this story? Is this part 2 to The Past? It's given real life The Past. Was this divorce or was this their real life past? Okay, like imagine this. Imagine they knew the prenup was flawed. They did. Imagine they knew the prenup was flawed. Okay, imagine they knew the signing of the prenup was vulnerable. Imagine that. Okay. So imagine they knew Todd would have a claim for duress. Imagine that. I'll explain in that last video. They knew Todd would have a claim for duress. Her attorney acknowledged it, and his attorney set the foundation for it. Okay? Imagine that they knew Kandi had a strong malpractice claim. Imagine they would know that. Okay? Because you got her on the phone. Got him on the phone talking to your attorney. You're trying to get this done right before the wedding. You know that it's rushed, and your attorney is still going through with it. So that's leaving you very unprotected. So if Kandi knew that she would have a strong malpractice claim, then they both knew they could legally walk away with millions. In this alternate universe, because again, this is an alternate universe. This is a hypothetical. But in this alternate universe, this is not a divorce, honey. This is a business decision. And we all know that Kandi is the queen of business. Hello. We know she's the queen of business. Tell your girl, come over here and make this a business. Hello. And honestly, it would be one of the smartest financial collaborations a couple has ever pulled off. Not saying they did, just saying. In the fictional story, the plot writes itself. It really does. Again, this entire scenario is just a hypothetical. Just a quick, juicy little storyline with a sweet tea twist. And if you guys know Kandi, tag your girl, send her the video, let her know what to do, okay? Let Todd know what to do. They can even, so this is the gamble though. It's a gamble. And we all know Kandi likes to gamble. This would be a gamble because the safe thing to do would be to settle with Todd. She could settle with Todd right now, and I think that she could fairly get away with offering him $2 million. That's about $2 million about $200,000 for every year that they were together, which is about what his salary was, his yearly salary before they became a couple. Okay. So if she offered Todd $2 million, I think that he could very well take that $2 million plus child support. I think that's fair. Okay. The gamble is the prenup gets overturned. He has access to half of her fortune, half of her enterprise that she created during the marriage. Okay. That's residuals on things that create residuals. That's multiple income streams that he has the potential to take half of. Okay. So the gamble for Kandi would be, do I settle with him and give him this $2 million? Or do I let him challenge the prenup, potentially lose half of my money, and then turn around and sue my attorney for malpractice? Because if the prenup is overturned because of malpractice, then she should have every right to sue for malpractice. That makes sense, right? And I'm sure the attorney's office is covered by errors and omissions insurance. So it would be insurance that would be paying it off, not the attorney herself out of her pocket. I wouldn't think so. Okay. So if this were true, y'all, not even Bravo itself would be ready for that reunion, and not even Tyler Perry himself could have written this story. So y'all also, if y'all know Tyler, go ahead and call him too, tag him too, let him know your girl got some ideas. Okay. So that is it today. That is it for today, you guys. And again, it's a plot twist. This is purely a hypothetical, but I think that it's a very realistic situation. You guys go back and watch my last video on how this could change everything for Kandi, where I explain why the prenup will most likely be overturned, in my opinion. And I give receipts, y'all. Again, the tea and the sweet be hot, and I come with the receipt. So if you guys enjoyed this video, which I hope you guys did, please give me a thumbs up, y'all. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to grow this community, okay? And I got so many other stories in this, I was going to say this little brain of mine, but really my head is big. My mama always said the bigger the head, the bigger the brain. So I got a lot of stuff stored up here that I would love to share with you guys. So please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. It is free. It don't cost y'all nothing. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you guys can get notifications for when I upload new videos and things of that sort. So from my sweet to your sweet, have a great day, beautiful people. Thank you for joining me. Bye. Tag Kandi. Tag Kandi.